Hello everyone. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to another live. How is everyone doing? Say hello wherever you are logging in from or checking in from. I'd love to hear as I am live in this amazing community. I hope you're having a good week. Hello. Kristen, thanks so much for joining my live here on Instagram and also our Facebook group community, my Instagram community. If you are not in my Facebook group, I would love for you to join. It's called Badass Mission Driven Entrepreneurs on Facebook. And we have built, co-created an amazing community of purpose-driven entrepreneurs, all really aligned to really build life and business on purpose. I love it. So, Kristen, you are from San Diego, California. Awesome. I am checking in from New York today, as usual. No travel plans in the short-term trajectory, but we have some travel plans for the summer with the family as we're having some really great weather here in New York today. Let me know, just like Kristen. Kristen, how is the weather in San Diego? I've been to San Francisco. I've not been to San Diego. So let me know how the weather is there. And as you are all joining me here from Facebook, let me know also who is watching live and who's also watching the video on replay. So I wanted to come on today and discuss a really important topic. I feel like all the topics that I cover are really, they really stem from all my work, my daily work in growing my own purpose-driven business or really serving clients. Or really having really amazing conversations with lots of other human beings. So I wanted to talk about, the difference between relational versus transactional relationships and how that actually makes such an impact in our business. I always say, as service based entrepreneurs, we have signed up for the nurturing and the connection with other amazing human relationships, right? We all know people buy from people they like, and people buy from people they want to be like. So obviously building that connection, which is a long-term endeavor, by the way, and that is one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys of what I've learned along the journey, that just like any relationship that we have built personally in our personal lives, relationships take time building, and we need to be in our business in the long term, in the long run, for the long run, and really take a look at relationships as that journey, and build a relationship based on, the relational factor, and really making an impact in other people's lives rather than looking at people maybe as numbers, or looking at people as, a client, or looking at someone as kind of meeting your immediate, need for satisfaction, right? Which as human beings, we sometimes have the need for the immediate pleasure, right? So, taking a look at relationships that we are building, whether they're online or offline, is really that long term path towards really growing and scaling your life and business to the next level. Everything, like I said, that we do is based on the conversations that we have on a daily basis, right? So, really identifying, aligning with the right people. I think alignment is also really important, especially for us purpose driven entrepreneurs. Really aligning with the right people and the right energy. Energy is contagious, I always say. A lot of the things that we do are all about really aligning our values, our energy with the right people, so that we are attracting the right mindset, the right people that have shared the same values in our ecosystem. It's really, really important. Um, from what it really comes down to at the end of the day, when we are looking at the long term, so important. I say it all the time that people don't buy our services, our programs, our courses, our offers. They buy, the connection that we have with them. And really, making sure that whatever we're doing as far as touch points, having a few touch points along the journey to building that relationship is really, really important, right? Because we can't just like say hi once a year and then just expect that someone will remember us or that we know what pretty much is going on in other people's lives. And I made a commitment in my business after I left corporate over 5 years ago that whatever I was going to build was going to be something that aligned with me. And I want to make sure that all the conversations I'm having in my business, in my day to day, are all authentic and are all really led with this insight in mind, long term longevity, I can never say that word, with the length of time, so that we are nurturing and we are, building these relationships down the line as well. So let me know if any of this resonates with you. I'd love to know what you actually think and how you are building relationships in your life and business, and what you actually think about the importance of really relational relationship building, and not just, like I said, transactional, or just looking at people for at, the way that we need to connecting from. And I have Neka here on Facebook from Boston as usual, sending you good energies, Neka. I hope you are doing well. And let me know your thoughts regarding building relationships. How are you actually building relationships in your life as well? Something else that I wanted to say, as you guys are commenting back and forth on this topic, is really the timing. The timing of our life is really important, right? Because whatever we have to offer in our business, we need to ensure that we are coming in at the right time, in that other person's life, with what we have to offer, right? And if the timing is off, if people have a different focus, if they're doing something different and there is no need for what you offer in that point in time, does not mean that later on, if you've done a good job, um, everything's happening.